Hello there everybody, welcome back to Central Tabletop Gaming. I'm your host, Jeremy Kelly, and today we are going back to Ace Combat 7 for some tutorials. Now today is going to be a unique day, as I'm only flying one type of aircraft, and it's 3 different variants, because apparently the game developers think that you need to have 3 versions of the same plane. So today we're going to be doing all the F-15s. Now, this first video will be of the C, the second one will be of the E, and the last will be of the J. So, I'm looking really forward to doing this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the Pixie skin for this one. I'm doing the fleet destruction, so we're going to be also using the pulse lasers. I chose to use that over the short-range aerial suppression and the four-ways because there's a lot of ground targets in this, so I wanted to make sure that we were capable of handling everything that's going to be on the water. So, again, we will be using the pulse lasers, which are fairly good at everything, really. And I've already got it preloaded out. This one is designed for maneuverability and speed, so I should be able to do this mission with fair ease. Alright, let's go ahead and sortie. So I wasn't 100% sure how I really felt about using the F-15, but I do a lot of role plays, and one of my players just got a F-15 in the role play, so I wanted to kind of have a special nod to them so that way they could kind of see what it looks like. And this is a fun way for me to do it. So what settings are we on real fast? Oh, I forgot if you paused, you skipped that. I meant to check and see if I was on expert or novice controls, so my apologies there. Yeah, you can definitely tell who's in charge there. Alright, so we are currently on expert controls, so I'm going to switch over to novice for a little while. We're going to go ahead and just do a little bit with it. But I do plan on switching back, so if you're curious in seeing how she handles with expert, we will get to that soon. It's a beautiful cockpit design. I kind of wonder how it's going to look from each one, or if they all just kind of look the same in the end. We'll see. Alright, so naval ships have Sea Whiz and other things that will easily prevent my missiles from impacting. Another reason I chose to use the lasers. First one I want to get rid of is this aircraft carrier. Which one am I bearing down on? I don't think I'm on the carrier. Oh, I am. It's hard to tell with the little green hexagons on them. So, first impression, the novice controls are almost way too refined. And you just feel like the plane's doing everything for you. So, if you're not able to handle the twisted... I say this, and what's the first thing I do is quit paying attention. I am so sorry. It is, one of those days. I literally woke up like an hour ago, so I probably shouldn't be doing YouTube. Sorry, talking to the guy in game. So we're gonna try not to make that mistake again. I apologize for that so much. Oh. Alright. I'm not sure what the maximum range is for the laser, so we're gonna just try to bear down on it as far as possible. Ooh, okay, I didn't know the water would actually splash up like that. That's kind of nice to know. Yeah, we don't need to worry about the missile. There's their carrier. Let's try to take that out as quickly as possible. like I was saying before I messed up for a second time there, plane is actually really easy to handle as long as you're not, you know, goofing it like I did. And 4 sets of players, that's more than enough for 90% of the time on easy. Again, we're only playing on easy because I can't talk in game at the same time. So I gotta have some kind of limitation. Once I get more used to it, maybe I'll crank up the difficulty. I have thought about doing a second campaign run, and I'm gonna do nothing but hard. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. As of right now, I think we're just gonna stick with what I did the first time and call it good for a little while, since I'm still trying several other project ideas. So against these, you gotta be a little careful when you're gonna use your missiles and get right on top of the thing. If you can do that, you can pretty much hit them. It's just the Sea Whiz will take out most your missiles. So if you're not ready for that, this mission can be a bit of a trick, but otherwise, yeah, it's fairly easy. All you gotta do is get 20,000 points. Yeah, had to look up at the corner and double check. So you shouldn't have to worry about it too much. And there's a resupply line, so if you're willing to use long-range missiles, it will give you that extra little push that you might need. Another very easy target to hit in this is the Apaches flying around. I kind of feel so bad for helicopter pilots in these games because they do not stand a chance. And that's really how I was... Sorry. That is what I was actually worried about when I started playing Assault Horizon. Was they were going to make you feel like crap whenever you had to go up against a fighter plane. I mean, there's no way a helicopter is superior to a fighter plane. At least in terms of, you know, air-to-air combat. So I was kind of disappointed when they didn't really capitalize on that fear factor, but hey, what are you going to do? So I will say that I think the helicopter is much more capable when it comes to supporting ground troops than a plane. So I don't think they have their purpose. It's just they don't really belong as a air superiority idea. Easy points here on the tankers. Yeah, as you guys can tell, this is basically a cakewalk for the kills. And this is definitely one of the best planes to do it in. I'm not a huge fan of these. I don't think they look as good as some others, so aesthetically, I don't care for the F-15, but I can't deny its capability. And if I actually was slowing down a lot more, I could utilize the ability to just crush these things with ease. There's a little area that if you can lock onto it, it will say core, or if you just fly straight enough. And it's like in right above those pillars there. And if you hit it, yeah, there it goes. You can see one going off right now. Yeah, you just take the whole thing down, so easy points. But I started off with the naval fleet that was off there to the start. You can see the remains of it there on the radar. Just because it's a bunch of easy points if you can move quickly. And a plane like this can definitely keep its pace up. Alright, so you see the base behind me. I'm going to try to take out as many of the support structures as possible. Also, I love right where that air brake is behind the cockpit. See if I can pull it up again. There we go. In case you guys didn't see that earlier. Easy kill. And we've already got our point, so all that's left to do is wreak havoc. Alright. Alright, since we pretty much got the points and I don't have to stress as much about maneuverability and holding my own, I'm going to go ahead and switch to expert, even though this doesn't have any real air combat. Like I've told people before, expert controls are best for air combat, and novice or normal are best for when you're having to just deal with things like this. So there is no shame in switching between the two, in my opinion. Actually, I consider that smarter than just trying to stick with one the whole time. But hey, everyone has their own style of play, and I support that. Also, during one of my last videos, someone asked me at the very end, and I didn't catch it till later. If you're interested in actually gaming with me, I have put up a video with my username on PlayStation and Xbox. You are more than welcome to friend me on either one, as I look forward to gaming with people who enjoy the same things I do. So feel free to watch that video. Make sure to do that, because there's a message in there that you'll have to pay attention to. Otherwise, the friend request will not go through. So keep that in mind, and I hope to see you as well. It's kind of funny, because when I first started playing this idea of these tutorials, this was actually the first mission I came to mind with, and I originally was going to just do this one only, but some planes are so much better at air combat that I felt like that didn't give them justice in this one. So another little pro tip, if guys are trying to, yeah, don't worry about those. If you guys are actually trying to earn points the quickest, or try to just go for the most damage possible, don't target a ship's weapons. Make sure you get it to say frigate, cruiser. I'll see if I can do that real fast. Yeah, you see where it says frigate? I can also lock on to the individual weapons, but if you sink the frigate, from what I know, there's no penalty to destroying the whole ship. It counts as the whole thing destroyed at once. So when you're doing this, if you're trying to rush, don't lock onto the ship weapons like that. I targeted the gun, and I think the ship is still there. So that means I didn't even destroy the ship, I just damaged it. And that means that obviously you're not going to do as much as quickly. Where if you were targeting the frigate itself, it actually would do more. I don't know why the game decided to add that as a mechanic, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But someone obviously thought it was a good idea, and well, we got it, so. Yep, you can see how I had to cycle through 3 weapons to get to the destroyer. And from what I know, destroying the destroyer will count as you destroying the whole ship. As you see, sometimes they are a little more durable to go after them than the individual weapons. So again, little pro tip, just make sure that you're locked onto the destroyer itself, and boom, you get credits for destroying everything. Real nice, real easy, smooth way to earn points. Yeah, that missile ain't anything to worry about for a while. And looks like it ran out of time. Oh, I'm trying to hold back a sneeze, guys. I apologize. Alright, so we're going to loop back around and we're going to try to take out the supports on that again. Try to sink the whole thing into the water. I've done it once before and that was just kind of cool just to watch the whole thing crumble. Ooh, wrong one. Alright, so basically I have 3.5 minutes to try to sink this platform. There'll be a challenge for me. Yeah, most of the things don't damage your plane for squad in this, so don't worry about it too much. Machine guns are really the least of your problems in this. Okay, you can see how I'm not hitting the target I actually want to hit, so I'll have to actually fly lower. That'll get their tower's attention. Do you mind? Alright, so... there we go. I should have enough distance between me and him. Now we'll just dip a little bit and fire away. Did I not hit it? Go for a little bit of strafing on that one. I don't know why I'm just missing this whole thing. Maybe I just need to go back to my old strategy. Oh! Well, it's not like it really mattered if I succeeded or not, but that's embarrassing. Okay, so I'm not going to repeat that. That's more time wasted than I need to. But overall assessment of that plane is... it is really good. I find it to be best at targeting ground-based weapons. I know that the other ones were tuned a little bit differently, so it may be better at just doing the pulse lasers. I don't find its air superiority to be that great, and that's why in the next video I'm purposely choosing the E to do more air combat. So you guys will see the difference, I hope. It's not that the one I flew can't. It's just I find it to struggle with it more. So there's my hint to you guys. If you're trying to go after everything, it is probably best to use the E-type for air, C-type for, well, naval like I just did, or ground in general. But the next one I'm doing is the E. Then we're going to test the J today. So I'm not going to go through this because really the F-15 family covers a little bit of everything. So I don't see the point in going through each one of these because they're fairly similar but not quite enough. In the end, I'm pretty sure the F-15 family can do all these missions if you really, really were dedicated to it. So, alright, that's the end of this one, and we'll be switching over to the F-15E here in a minute. So, thank you all for watching me here at Central Tabletop Gaming. I was your host, Jeremy Kelly, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye! Also, please excuse the fact that I just basically flew face first into a ocean in a wall. I wasn't really ready for that. Sorry.